It is official. Welcome everyone to season 3 of Giants franchise. Obviously, coming from the Super Bowl loss to the Bills, obviously we are looking to make it to the Super Bowl once again. We have just finished the off season along with the NFL draft, and if you guys do not remember, I will jog your memory a little bit. I think I forgot to fix the depth chart up, but we had drafted the center. Well, I think he was left guard actually, but we put him at center. And George Villarreal, we drafted him. I forgot what round, but he is officially the going to be the center for us. And then we got, I forget his name, Calvin McCain, the very speedy wide receiver with 98 acceleration and 97 speed. He's going to be our deep threat. He's going to be wide receiver number 2. And I'm sure he will have a lot of instances where he will split a bunch of safeties or corners. And then the highlight of the draft was our strong safety, our new strong safety in Kevin Zimmerman, who was, I'm pretty sure, a top 10 talent in the draft. I can't remember if it was number 3. Regardless, he was top 3 in the entire draft. And I also went ahead and I think I revealed. Oh, no. I signed some undrafted free agents, and I found Oscar Hayes in there, who had star development. Along with all those drafted rookies, we also did get Damian Baptiste. He was a late draft pick, but his talent was 3 to 4th round. So that's why he's 70 overall. But hopefully he can turn into a pretty well-rounded corner as we develop him. Along with the undrafted free agent signings that I mentioned, I also went ahead and got a bunch of other rookies in Kevin Boston, who will be backing up Kayvon Thibodeau, and then Sherrod Florence, who will be backing up Brian Burns. Another 2 undrafted free agents in Bradley Minor, who's going to be backing up young Micah McFadden, and then Eric Brown, who's going to be backing up Darius Musow at the right outside linebacker. Trent Greenwood is another undrafted rookie that we got. We ended up going ahead and signing. He has pretty well-rounded stats in terms of his route running, and that's pretty much what I was looking for in free agent wide receivers. Not only that, but he is 6'1", with 91 speed and 91 acceleration, with 82 change of direction. So if anything, he should be a decent weapon in case, Wandale or Hyatt goes down. But of course, we do have Darius Slayton in the lineup as well. With that being said, we're going to go ahead and set the season goal. The season goal will be to make the playoffs. I know I said earlier that we're looking to make it or win the Super Bowl, but I think that this team is just a little worse than last year's team. Hopefully the addition of Kevin Zimmerman actually helps us out. We're going to do the weekly training, and it looks like they're pretty good at the passing, so we're going to go and defend the medium pass. And for offense, we're going to do the medium pass as well. In terms of the scouting part of our franchise or season 3 of the series, we're going to go ahead and put our national focus as defensive ends and outside linebackers. This draft is pretty stacked in terms of the front 7. As you guys can see here, there's 2 top 5 left ends along with a bunch of first and second rounders. At right end, there's a bunch of first and second rounders, and then on D tackle as well as a bunch of them. But left outside linebackers, there's a bunch of depth in there, and at right outside linebacker is where there are the first rounders, along with every other position that we've gone ahead and basically scouted. The West didn't have anyone pretty good. I was trying to get offensive tackle, and I'm pretty sure it was middle linebacker, but there was no scout for that, so I just went ahead and put running back, and I think the best running back is a second rounder. At Central, we have tight end and wide receiver. I do think that that's still a gray area of what we need for the team. If McCain turns out to be a good wide receiver too, then I think wide receiver is taken care of. Now, tight end, I do think Theo Johnson does need a tight end 2 to complement his, skills and assets, because of course it can't be a one-man show. At Northeast, same thing again, tight end. Here there was safeties, but I'd rather go for the cornerback, as I think cornerback is still somewhere where we can improve. And then at Southeast, it was pretty much, I was trying to get defensive tackles scouted in some way, and I went ahead and went and did defensive tackle. In terms of interior offensive lineman, it's red because I think right guard is the one that is out of line at third and fourth rounder. There's that first round Glenn Lafferty. Not saying that I'm still looking to, I guess, improve the line, but if there is a good lineman, then, it wouldn't hurt to draft them. Regardless, we are ready to get into the game. We're going to go ahead and go with the all whites versus the Titans in Tennessee. And something I'm going to do this time around is I'm actually going to start using the opponent's playbook that we're going against, just so that it's mixed up and we're not basically spamming the same play over and over again. Maybe we'll spam the same play over and over again within the episode, but that's because the CPU, the coach CPU, doesn't recommend good plays or a variety of plays. But in terms of keeping it fresh and keeping it challenging, we're going to go ahead and just match the playbooks, and hopefully it'll add that element of, I guess, surprise. Ready to face the Tennessee Titans in the all whites versus the all blues. Blaine Boone ready to kick it off. And we are underway for season 3 of Giants franchise. And I am very excited to keep the series going and showing off the rookies. Of course, we will meet the team. Side note, we didn't meet the team for the Super Bowl, the Bills, when we played them. So that's my bad. But we did play him earlier in the season, so the roster didn't change that much. Will Levis will be the man under center, and we'll go ahead and meet the team. Of course, like I just said, Will Levis is the man under center. Trey Lance is going to be his backup with Hendon Hooker as the third stringer. At running back, they have Tyjae Spears with Tony Pollard, and then Courtney Jackson, a 76 overall rookie. At fullback, they have Ben Mason. At wide receiver, they have Calvin Ridley with Tyler Lockett, Tyler Boyd, Jaquan Jackson, Tavares Seawright, who is a 73 overall rookie, and then Anthony Gold. At tight end, they have Justin Wentz, who is a 74 overall rookie with Isaiah Likely behind him, and then Dan Jenkins, who is the second year man. At left tackle, they have J.C. Latham, Peter Skoronski at left guard, Lloyd Cushenberry the third at center, Jamari Sawyer at a right guard, and then at right tackle, they have Nicholas Petit Freyer. I hope I pronounced that right. And at kicker and punter, they have Joey Sly with Ryan Wright at punter. Second 3 handoff. It's going to be to Tony Pollard. Not sure why he's starting. But he does pick up the first. But I don't think they'll be complaining on the handoff for him. Quick pass to the tight end. I think it's Justin Wentz. Levis from the 44 is going to get sacked by Dexter Lawrence. And hopefully that is the first of many for Dexter Lawrence this season, as he was pretty quiet in the Super Bowl. And pretty much last season as well. He didn't really do much. I don't remember calling his name a lot, but Will Levis is going to scramble for it. Picks up the first and slides down at the 39-yard line. First and 10, Will Levis to throw. And he'll check it down to Tyler Lockett. We do have El Rubio up playing free safety now. And then Zimmerman's playing the strong safety position. We'll see if El Rubio shines there. As Will Levis looks to scramble again, he gets met by Bobby Okereke, but he ends up picking the first. They're inching closer and closer to the red zone. Looks like they're going to run it. And it'll be a handoff on the end around, however, to Tyler Lockett, who's almost in, but Kevin Zimmerman catches up to him. brings them down at the 2. First and goal, handoff, and it won't go in. Tyjae Spears loses yardage on the play, loses 1 yard. From the 3, another handoff to Spears. Doesn't get in once again, but he does gain 2, making it a more manageable 3rd and goal. And I think we're going to commit to the run. It will be another handoff to Spears, but Isaiah Simmons gets there for the tackle, making it 4th and goal. And they're going to settle for 3. Joey Sly on the attempt is going to be good. And the Titans will be first on the board. Oh my God, we have a good return here from, I think, McCain, who's in for the touchdown. Calvin McCain with his first ever NFL touchdown is on a kickoff return. What a monster he is showing out to be in his first NFL snap, essentially. So we pretty much don't even have to do anything. He pretty much just told us to hold his beer, took care of it. Blaine Boone is good for the extra point, and we take the lead late in the first. 1st and 10. Will Levis to throw over the middle, and it's broken up by Bobby Okereke. Tyler Lockett is the intended target. What a throw by Will Levis. Was not shy to throw it into coverage as it goes to Tony Pollard on the handoff. Picks up another set of downs at the 41. Levis takes the snap. It'll be a check down to Tyjae Spears once again for a gain of 7. They're pretty much like the CPU usually does. They're pretty much dinking and dunking right now. Levis to scramble. Nothing's open. Kevin Zimmerman on the tackle. The rookie playing pretty well so far. Hopefully he gets a turnover this game. That pass is intended for Justin Wentz, but he ends up dropping it as it is aimed at his feet. But that is the end of the first quarter. Your score is 7-3. And here comes out Daniel Jones. We are going to give Daniel Jones the shot of starting this season. Peyton Walker does have a good chance of starting if Daniel Jones fails to perform, as this year is a contract year for Daniel Jones, so we'll see what he ends up doing. But putting a hold on Daniel Jones's situation, we have to meet the Titans defense. And at left end, they have Marshawn Nealon with Jesse Robinson, the rookie. At right end, they have Jeffrey Simmons and then Philip Landry, who is another rookie. At defensive tackle, they have Tavondre Sweat, who is actually injured for today's game. But Cameron Young will take the mantle with Perion Winfrey, and then Jesse Robinson and Landry as the backups for the defensive tackle position. At left outside linebacker, they have the second-year man and Nate Taylor with O'Shane Zimenez, who is the former Giant from, I think, 2 or 3 years ago. At middle linebacker, they have Tyrell Dodson with Brian Asamoah the second, and then Bobby Cheeks, who is a 66 overall rookie. At right outside linebacker, they have Harold Landry the third with James Williams. At cornerback, they have L'Jarius Sneed with Chidobe Awuzie, Roger McCreary, Ronald Sewell, and Mac Reed. At free safety, they have Reed Blankenship with JT Woods and then Russ Yeast. And at strong safety, they have Amani Hooker with Steve Miller. And our first snap of the 2026 season is going to be from the 7, and it'll be a handoff to Tyrone Tracy Jr., who tries to get to the outside, but Reed Blankenship is there for the tackle. And McCain is going to show off the speed here on the first play-action pass, and he is not open, but Malik Neighbors is. Down at the 29 for a 21-yard gain. And it looks like they're going to review it. All right, so never mind. We'll see what they decide. And that is going to be in. He basically dragged both of his feet. So as you guys can see, the playbook is already showing good variety. So I like that. It feels more realistic. You're not just running the same, you know, post play and this and that, and the run plays as well. So 3rd and 1 now as Tracy gets us down to the 38. Tracy on the handoff. Jelani Woods to block. Tracy can't get the first, and it'll be 4th and 1. And we'll punt it back. All right, Will Levis is back. So hopefully score for the Titans. And it'll be a QB draw. Dexter Lawrence quickly wraps up. Only allows him to gain 1 on the play. And it looks like Will Levis loves to scramble, so we're going to try and contain that. As he tries to scramble once again, but he is met by Kayvon Thibodeau on the outside. And that'll be the first sack for Kayvon Thibodeau on the year. Hopefully he also starts showing out. Brian Burns was pretty much the only one showing out for the entire defensive line last year. As it is a handoff to Spears. That's going to go nowhere, and it'll be 4th and 15. Tracy on the handoff. Doesn't find a good hole. Jones with the fake handoff. And there is nothing, so he will throw it away. Man in motion is Tracy. Jones to throw on 3rd and 10. And he's going to be sacked by Justin Simmons. And that'll be the first on the year for Simmons as we punt this ball back to the Titans. All right, 1st and 10 from the 38. Will Levis had 2 running backs set back there, but he's going to throw it away. And everything was covered except Isaiah Likely on the underneath route. Darius Musa on the tackle. All of a sudden, it's 3rd and 10 once again for the Titans. Pretty much neither offense can get it going so far. Pretty much the only reason we have a touchdown on the board is because of McCain, but they end up picking the first with Wentz on the outside check down. 2 minutes and a half to go in the first half. Man in motion is Isaiah Likely, and it'll be a handoff to Spears. And Rubio will be there for the tackle for a gain of 4. And that'll be the 2-minute warning. Your score is a close one, being 7-3. Having a feeling that they're going to open it up right here on this play. Wentz in motion to the right. And it'll be a comeback route to Tyler Boyd, who finds a hole in the zone. So nice route running by Boyd. It'll be a screen pass to Spears that is good for another set of downs, and is good for the ball being at the 16-yard line. El Rubio basically makes a touchdown saving tackle. Clock is under 1 minute now. Check down to Wentz. Breaks 2 tackles, but thankfully Trey Hawkins brings them down. It'll be 2nd and 8, and that is the Titans' second timeout. Will Levis is completely alone in the backfield as it's thrown to Tyler Lockett. 40 seconds now on the clock. 3rd and 3. We're going to blitz him. Will Levis scrambling, and he's going to be sacked by Kayvon Thibodeau. It'll be 4th and 8, and they'll call their 3rd and final timeout for the kick attempt. Joey Sly on for the 3-point conversion, and it'll be right up the middle, and now your score will be 7-6. All right, we have 7 seconds, 3 timeouts. We're going to put Wandale on a post. And then we're going to put Johnson up on a seam. And Johnson down the field. Theo couldn't catch it. It was batted down. That's fine. We're going to go deep for it once again. Going for Malik. Down the left side of the field. Catches it. Breaks a tackle and is in for the score. Malik Neighbors down the left side of the field. Finds the end zone. Blaine Boone for the extra point is good, no doubt. Score now is 14-6. And that'll be the end of the first half. So halftime adjustments, we're going to go ahead and continue doing the throw it medium. And then for the tight ends, we're going to go ahead and do the short passes. Will Levis can't really seem to get it going. First play of the second half will be a handoff to Tracy. Tracy seems to be struggling finding holes here early on. That's fine though. We are in the lead, so he is kind of forgiven for that. First pass to McCain. Good for 3rd and inches. And we're going to go with play action pass, hopefully to McCain once again. And they read it, so we're going to have to throw it away. Jones was in pursuit, and we'll have to punt it back. So first drive for the Titans of the second half. Spears on the handoff. El Rubio on the hit stick. Doesn't bring him down. But thankfully, Kayvon Thibodeau's right behind him. So Will Levis and the Titans have moved the ball a little bit better than we have. But not on that play, as Kayvon Thibodeau completely shuts that down in the backfield for a loss of 3. It'll be 2nd and 13. Another handoff to Spears. Tries to find a hole. Kind of does, but Zimmerman is on for the tackle. Would have been a big play for Spears had he broken that one. We're going to pass him at 3rd and 7. Man in motion is Wentz, the tight end. Will Levis to throw to Wentz. And Isaiah Simmons is too far from covering that. So Wentz picks up the first down. Looks like they'll be running on this play. And they won't. It'll be a pass. And it'll be to Tyler Lockett. Ay, ay, ay. My secondary cannot figure this out. And they're pretty much just replaying the same play over and over again, and we can't figure it out. Handoff to Pollard. Good for 3. Spears on 2nd and 7. Picks up another set of downs down at the 16. 1st and 10. It'll be a screen pass. This time it'll be a screen pass to Tyler Boyd. He does gain 3 on the play. Levis from the 13. It'll be a check down to Pollard. I don't know why that's not covered. So they're inching closer and closer to a touchdown from the 6-yard line. Levis will look to throw. He will look to scramble, but he quickly throws it away. Good decision by him this time around. 2nd and goal. Will Levis to throw it into the end zone, and it's going to be good. Calvin Ridley finds it and catches it. And it looks like they're going to go for 2. So we have to do everything to prevent this from happening right now. They'll gain all momentum. Micah McFadden on the tackle on Wentz, but Wentz breaks it and gets in as he dives into the end zone. So now this game will be 14 tied. So as the third quarter is winding down, this is pretty much our second drive of the second half as Theo Johnson gets it on the drag, but he gets a bunch of yards after the catch. But as I was saying, we do have to figure out something offensively here because we haven't been able to get it going, especially in the running department. Tracy just hasn't been able to find a hole in any spot whatsoever. So it'll be 2nd and 8. Wandale in motion. It'll be to Malik Neighbors over the middle of the field. And he gets it down to the 21. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 from the 21. We're going to take a shot at the end zone. And no, we're not. We're going to pass it to Jalen Hyatt on the underneath over the middle. He does make it 2nd and 3. Good to see Jalen Hyatt, of course, back in the lineup. He did miss the Super Bowl, where we could have pretty much used him. But Tracy cannot hang on to the ball on the check down. So it'll be 3rd and 3. McCain is in the slot. And McCain is going to get it. Quickly goes down. And that'll be the end of the 3rd quarter. Your score is all tied up at 14 apiece. First and goal from the 9. Or from the 6, sorry. Jones to scramble. Dives into the end zone. Touchdown, Daniel Jones. And Boone is, of course, going to be good for the extra point. Your score now is 21-14. All right, so time for Will Levis and the Titans to respond to that. Winston motion, handoff to Spears. Dexter Lawrence completely blows it up, and then Bobby Okereke finishes it off with a tackle. Pretty good game from the defensive line today, so no complaints there. The secondary does still have to figure it out, however. Spears on the handoff again, gets quickly tracked down by Thibodeau. 3rd and 10 from the 26 for Will Levis. He's completely alone in the backfield. Ridley in motion. And he's going to be sacked by Brian Burns, a name that we have not called today, but we do now. And now it'll be 4th and 19 for the Titans. We'll see what they elect to do, and they'll punt it back to us. McCain to return to the outside. Gains a ton of yardage. Makes a man, basically jukes him down at the 26. And McCain is proven to be in a marvelous pick. So after that McCain return, we are in amazing field position to basically close out the game. Malik Neighbors over the middle, catches it, turns it up the field, down at the 10. And he is well over 120 yards on the day on 4 catches. Hand out to Tracy. Tracy goes to the outside, stiff arms a man, and is almost in. Down at the 1, making it 2nd and inches. Tracy from the 1, and it's completely blown up. Jones to throw. 3rd and 3 to Wandale, and it's batted away. Brian Dable wants us to go for it, and it looks like we will, but we're going to go ahead and commit to the pass. Or we didn't even mean to do that. Excuse me. Oh my God. I don't even know what I'm doing. And we get a flag. Jesus, man. Oh my God. I was trying to put Theo Johnson on an out route, and I accidentally put, I think, Bellinger on an out, and then I reset the play, and then I audibled back to that pass play, and that's where we got the flag. So we'll just settle for 3. And Blaine Boone is good, making our score to 24 now, making it a 10-point deficit. The Titans only have 5 minutes to go in the game to hopefully tie the game, but also win it. Will Levis to throw, checks it down to Tony Pollard for a gain of 7. Levis to throw, chased by Brian Burns, and he's going to be sacked. Brian Burns quickly gets back there and completely diminishes this Titans offense. It is 3rd and forever. Will Levis looking to play hero. And it's going to be a screen pass. What a terrible play call. And Bobby Okereke is going to tackle, I think, Spears. So they're going to end up going for it. So I guess their logic was to make it a more manageable 4th down. But, I mean, that is probably the worst play call to do it with. Levis to throw, has all day in the pocket. Throws it, checks it down to Tony Pollard. And it's not going to go anywhere near the 1st down line. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Tracy with a beautiful hole. Picks up another set of downs. Wish it would have been a touchdown. but I kind of ran into that defender. So 3 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Tracy to run it, and he gets wrapped up by, I think, O'Shane Zimenez. And it's not. It's actually Tyrell Dotson that wraps him up. 2 minutes and a half left in the fourth. Tracy to the outside. Gets a block by Daniel Bellinger and is in for the score. Touchdown, Tyrone Tracy. And he puts us up 30 points now on the first game of the year. At this point, the game is pretty much over, but Will Levis, we'll see what they decide to do. Pretty much it's going to be, at this point, it's hero football that they're playing. And he's going to check it down to Spears, so terrible play call. They're going to hurry it up, and I don't think they'll get it off, and they won't. And that'll be the 2-minute warning. Over the middle for Wentz. That was completely covered by Isaiah Simmons. But I guess Isaiah Simmons' momentum completely dragged him out of the potential turnover, as it is a check down to Calvin Ridley. Bobby Okereke on the tackle. What is Isaiah Simmons doing, man? Wentz again on the catch down at the 26, and they'll call their second timeout. Will Levis completely alone in the backfield to check it, or not check it down, but it'll be passed to Calvin Ridley. Andrew Phillips on the potential pick drops the ball. So it'll be 2nd and 10 from the 26-yard line. Wentz in motion to the right. It'll be a corner route that will be caught by Tyler Lockett. Tyler Lockett is known for those types of routes and catches. And it'll be another good one for him on his career as a Tennessee Titan. Trying to get in, but Wentz is going to score. So they get a late touchdown in the fourth quarter. Joey Sly on for the extra point. And it will be good. So we can only assume that they're going to go for the onside kick now. So here it is. For the onside kick, the Titans will not get it. Oh my God, what a close one that would have been. They completely whiffed it, so did we, but we end up catching it, or not catching it, but picking it up. And now hopefully we will just run this clock out. Tracy to the outside. Blankenship on the tackle. They'll call their third and final timeout. But it won't matter, as that'll be the football game, as we will just run it out now. Tracy good for a gain of 5. And we end up calling our timeout because Malik Neighbors is down on the play. Hopefully it's nothing major with him. But that's not a good thing, as he was almost done with today's game. Tracy on the handoff for a gain of 1. Tracy on the last and final handoff of the game picks up the first. And that'll be it for today. And your final here in Tennessee is 31-21. So we are back. No one has any upgrades, but terrible news. As actually, never mind. All right. So Malik Neighbors, it told me that he had broken ribs, and as you guys know, broken ribs is like 3-4 week injury. But I guess he's good to go. I guess. Brian Brooks is injured. He got injured in the preseason, but so good week 1. We will sim it just to see where we're at in the stats for the first week of the 2026 season. And it looks like we are down at the 9th seed, as pretty much everyone except the Eagles won out. And it looks like the NFC South is actually pretty good as well. I think that's never mind. I was going to say, I think that's the division we're going against this season, but I don't think so. Regardless, it looks like Malik Neighbors is the only Giant on the board for the season stats so far, which is fine. But he will be healthy for the next episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the first episode of Season 3. And I hope you guys are just as excited as I am to see Calvin McCain continue to pop off just like he did in Week 1. But as always, guys, thank you guys for watching. And I'll see you next time.